Dr. Walter, could you explain a little bit about what this type of teaching music is to children? How does it differ from any other type of teaching music?
Well, it's a large order to answer that in 1 minute flat, but I mean it's a new approach for elementary music education to teaching children. It is more elementary in that way that it has really to do with the elements of music, with rhythm, melody, and a slow approach to harmony, and that it puts these elements in a special order, not just to make a mixture of them, but really to teach them one after other, as it were, with a great accent of rhythm, which seems to be much more natural as far as children are concerned.
Now, you knew the man who started this. When did you first learn about this, and when was it started?
Again, this is a difficult question, because originally I have known Orff, who, as you know, is a very famous composer in Europe today. I've known him for at least 30 years. He started this actually as a special training for dancers. That was before the war, and after the war he changed that as a special method of training of children.
Now, Miss Hall, what's the idea of the society here? Is this just people who teach this to get together?
Yes, I think this is the first time the group has met, and it is a convention for people who come from the Midwest, although I understand there are 3 people today that have come in from Montreal, and I see 1 or 2 from New Hampshire and Connecticut, so it is quite far-reaching in this area. Many of these are people who have come to Toronto and first began their Orff training with us in our summer school sessions there. And they are meeting now, I think, to establish much better teaching methods in this part of the country, to get together to exchange ideas and to work with one another.
Was your university at Toronto the first to teach this method of teaching music?
We were the first on this continent. Dr. Walter, when I graduated from Toronto, sent me to Europe to study with Karl Orff, and it had only been done in German up till I went to Europe to study. And then we did a translation of the books into English, and we introduced it in Toronto in about 1958, I think, was the first summer course that was done in North America. And since then there have been courses all over the States and in Toronto every year.
Do you have any idea how many universities now are teaching this method?
No, I would have no idea.
Is it substantial, though?
Oh, yes. Particularly in the States. I think if you were to find